Prop. The Idea Store is really a marriage of all that I do. Design, social change, administration, relationship building, actually a lot of fun and plenty of hard work. Of course, I want to tell you about our store so that you know it exists, that it runs by volunteers and is managed totally by committed people. Me, Carol Jo, Peter, Claire, Craig, Casey, our interns, volunteers. But the bigger question is why? Why do we need a marketplace like this? Why is this the right time? So I want to talk to you about your stuff, my stuff, our stuff, and just what's going on with all this stuff. Our country is drowning in this stuff. In order to affect it, though, we need to understand our stuff and its potential and how it transforms as it moves through our lives. After all, we're the creators of all this stuff. We make it, we sell it, we buy it, we move it, we use it, we store it, we build for it. We're just compelled to do this, kind of like the bowerbird. We spruce up our nests with the most attractive materials we can find. But wait, we aren't just creators of new stuff, we're discoverers of stuff. We can look at our natural world and our manufactured world, and just by contextual changes, we can create a new meaning for stuff by the effort we put into it. The creative process is our salvation. As a devotee to context as the canvas for every decision, I've observed a piece of tree fungus sitting on our pristine white shelf at the store, being snapped up for purchase, seashells bagged and hung on hooks, and leather being stripped from a coat priced for sale, beeswax rolled up, patenized bobby pins flying out the door, corks disappearing by the pound, and 40,000 yo-yo halves finding new homes in the creative sphere of our world. So what's with this store? Our store gives us another chance, and that's why it's the right time. At the Idea Store, we want you to learn about how to work with really good stuff. We want you to understand where all this stuff comes from and how, with just a twist of perception, you can look at your stuff, our stuff, the world's stuff in a new way. If you can repurpose that shoehorn, maybe that metal can stay out of the garbage can and out of the landfill for just one more turn. What I see at our store is a wonderful mix of all that's good about our community. As we manage the flow of stuff coming in and out of our store, people are really happy. Dropping useful but ubiquitous stuff off as a donation is a really good feeling. Here's a new home for all that stuff I have in my kitchen drawer. I don't have to put this stuff in the landfill. Surely someone can use this really good stuff. Sorting and categorizing stuff is finite and clear. There's a place for almost everything, and if there isn't, we're still looking for that space. And when we do it, we feel really good. Shoppers stand with their mouths agape and whisper, "I have this stuff," or "I could use this," and the one, "I gotta have this." And then there's the chuckles and the chortles at their final bill. We all laugh and shake our head at the totals every time. Our inventory is very inexpensive, and we do call it inventory. It's not junk or garbage, it's inventory. It's hard to spend $10 at the store, and that feels good. And then there's our fabulous volunteers, those stalwart folks that give up their time for a good cause. With over 50 people sharing their time now, we work hard to make it a positive experience. They're the lifeblood of the operation, and we want them to feel good when they come to share their time. Strangers come in and share their stories about stuff. And boy, have we had some really off-the-wall stuff come through the door. Within the first week of opening, we had a donor come in with 2 boxes of cleaned eggshell halves. And we've sold those, by the way, along with, and I'm going off script here, I knew I would, along with many egg cartons, and there's a girl making a dress wearing that somewhere. We have all types of fur, feathers, sea life, musical instruments, keys, metal, plastic, paper, fabric, fiber. This is the stuff that shapes our lives, that we seek and we curse, and that we can't live without, and that takes over our souls, that we breathe new life into, or we set sail on the waste stream. How will you let it define you? One thing you can do is take control. Help us build this folded chain out of used billboard material that would have gone into the landfill. Watch it grow. We're going to have it in several installations all over town. End up on the Metropolitan Building fence in downtown Champaign this summer. You can take part in the Mini Maker Fair on April 16th at Urbana. We know we're not stopping the flow, but maybe, just maybe, we are diverting the flow for just a while by reusing it ourselves, or by an artist creating something thoughtful, or by a child developing her fine motor skills, or with a teacher who's saving some really important money in the classroom. This is why it feels right, and this is why we're the idea store. So, as you go about your daily life, try interrupting that waste stream just once, even just once a day when you can. Use the bag one more time. Use the foil one more time. Use a little less water. Take the metal out of the garbage. Recycle. And look for the presence of ordinary objects and the multiples of them, as I hope these slides have shown you tonight. Stuff becomes a lot more interesting in quantity. Thank you.